Hi guys, this is Anand. Welcome to my smoke free podcast. I'm your smoke free coach. If you want to stop smoking, several different treatments are available today in the market that will help you to beat this long term addiction and reduce those withdrawal symptoms and cravings. So, today we are going to talk about NRT. NRT stands for nicotine replacement therapy. Most of you must be already aware about it. The main reason that people smoke is because they are addicted to nicotine. Is that what you feel is the only reason? In my experience, people are addicted to certain identity in their mind. That identity is being cultivated through movies, web series, or maybe a very high influence. It could be a mentor, it could be a movie star, it could be someone they closely follow, or maybe a family member, some kind of a history. So, when you start your smoke free journey, the first uh, available option, or maybe the most suggested option to quit smoking, is the NRT. So, what is NRT? NRT is a medication that provides you with a low level of nicotine without the tar, carbon monoxide, and other hazardous or maybe poisonous chemicals that is present in your cigarette. It may help reduce unpleasant withdrawal effects such as bad moods, mood swings, cravings, which may occur or which may come into reality when you stop smoking for certain attempt. You can get this NRT anywhere in local pharmacies or shops, or maybe any stop smoking service center. So, how do you get the NRT? What are the types of NRT? So, it could come into skin patch, a chewing gum, inhalers, which sometimes looks like a plastic cigarette. Certain times it comes into a form of tablet, oral stripes, lozenges, and it also comes into sprays. Those might be nasal one or maybe the mouth one. They Let's talk about the patches. So how does that work? You can put that patch anywhere on the body. Especially people prefer to put it on shoulders or maybe back, and they release the nicotine slowly. So certain times in a day it will release the nicotine in your blood, and you will not have that kind of craving. But it comes with the price. Let's talk about that in more in detail later. Other ways of NRT would come into inhalators, then gum sprays. They act more quickly, and maybe they help you to manage your cravings. There is no evidence at all that one single type of NRT is effective than other. So, in a nutshell, if your friend has got results from a chewing gum, it is not necessary that you will get the same results when you actually try it. You might be able to get it from different different ways, like maybe from a nasal or a mouth spray, but there is no evidence till now. So who can use it? Adults and children over 12 years of age can use it, but it shouldn't, although children under the age of 18 should not use the lozenges without getting a medical advice first. It is also suggested and advised that pregnant women, if the doctor suggests them, then only they should go for it. Please do not try it without a proper doctor consultation. Apart from that, a breastfeeding woman also should advise before getting into this NRT. I would say it is best you consult your doctor before doing anything, because it was always good to have a second opinion before trying something, or maybe it's better to be safe than worry. That's what they can say. So now let's come to the best part, the possible side effects. You must have visited a lot of forums where people discuss about medicines. The medicine could be for diabetes, for heart, for ulcers, or maybe for normal common colds. People are mostly interested in the side effects first than the benefits. It's a human psychology, so no one can blame anyone. So let's look at the possible side effects of Nrt. There are about 6 different side effects that has been researched. It could start with a skin irritation when using patches. So basically, if you're staying in a hot country like Mexico, or maybe India, maybe Southeast Asian countries, or maybe Middle East, where you experience a lot of heat and humidity, it becomes difficult for you because the sweat and the skin irritation can go bonkers. Trust me. Another thing that has been seen is it could cause you irritation of nose, throat, and eyes while using the nasal spray. So just imagine you've been having a craving and you accidentally put that spray outside your mouth and got into your eyes and throat, and it's a weird feeling. Trust me, people have experienced that, so you have to be careful in that part. Some people have also experienced insomnia, lack of sleep, and if you do not have a good sleep, your next day is really, really difficult to go. In that, if you have to have certain high pressure sales call, or maybe have a critical meeting where you have to present and use quite a lot of analytics, it becomes a very difficult task if you are using Nrt. Some people also have experienced vivid dreams, certain nightmares. It has also been observed that people who use Nrt can have a upset stomach problems. Imagine or remember a day where you haven't had a good bowel movement. A whole day you've been irritated. You just don't feel fresh every day. That feeling of discomfort is really not helpful, and you just don't feel like yourself that day. It can also cause dizziness and headaches. So imagine that you have been fresh in the morning, and in the afternoon you're feeling that fatigue, little dizziness, having a mild headache. It actually puts you off from the track, and then nothing can actually excite you. Any side effects are usually mild, but particularly if they are troublesome, then you have to consult your doctor before continuing your Nrt. So, my dear friends, why I don't suggest Nrt? Because of the possible side effects. As the first thing that has been researched is that one theory will not work for you. There's no evidence. So you might have to try chewing gums, then you might have to try patches, then you might have to try nasal spray, and it costs a lot of money. Apart from that, having an upset stomach is a no deal. It's a deal breaker, because the most important thing in Ayurveda, in Indian medical science, the most ancient one, is that if your stomach is upset, then everything is upset, and your whole body goes through a lot of labor to change that, because the body puts your all attention towards your stomach, that please change this, or else I'm going to give you a lot of trouble. And that's what actually happens when your stomach is paining. A lot of things are bonkers. You cannot think logically, you cannot think clearly, your mood is always bad, you go through a lot of mood swings. So it's a no brainer that you have to have a uh, right medicine, or you have to take medicines as well to get away from that upset stomach problem. Apart from that, the insomnia, we're already sleeping less due to the mobile screens. We have observed that people are sleeping less than 6 hours. That is already adding a lot of stress in people's life. And if you are using NRT and you're having a side effect of a insomnia, my goodness, God help you. It's going to be difficult for you to function properly next days. It also, if you're not sleeping well, it's also going to increase your weight. You're going to be feeling more discomfort in terms of relationships, managing people, and especially the food pattern. If you are stressed, having a less sleep, you are more prone to eat fried food, fast food. Those are very tasty, more sodium based salty foods. And your main focus becomes and imagine yourself, you're not smoking and you are eating this unhealthy food. Your main thing becomes is the I want to escape from this situation as well. So what I can do, I can eat, slog, eat. And this is something that is not very pleasant. So I'm not discouraging anyone for not trying the NRTs. Many of the people have got good results out of it. My thing is, if you do not understand how your mind and body works, it's going to be a difficult journey for you. Like, for example, if you are going to experience insomnia, you should know how to keep your sleep cycle steady when you are going to use the NRT. If you're going to have an upset stomach, you should know what kind of foods you have to avoid that will make your stomach more upset. So this is a very generic observations that I'm sharing with you, but the most important one is your mind, because having a insomnia is going to have a direct effect on your mind. An upset stomach going to have an effect on your mind. Certain headaches, dizziness, skin irritation, it's going to start with your mind. And if you do not understand your mind, if you do not have the right mindset to go through this attempt of NRT, you, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, but you have higher chances of having a NRT relapse as well. You will feel that I'm feeling like I'm not feeling myself anymore and this is not working out, and your mind will give you 1,000 reasons that why you should stop, and why smoking is better than this, or maybe you can try it next time. And unfortunately, a lot of people come into this trap, and your mind wins. So my dear friends, smoking is easy, quitting is also easy, but that journey from smoking to quitting, it takes some time. I've seen many people actually feeling very bad when they relapse. The first thing that they do is they put that on a social media and they say that I was smoke free for XX days and now I just smoked one cigarette, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling like shit, and I will never be able to quit again. But I do not understand a single thing, that why you have to be so hard on yourself, why you have to treat an attempt as this is the end of the life, that was the last attempt. Why can't you treat this as an experiment? an experiment where you are trying different alternative therapies, sometimes cold turkey, sometimes NRT, sometimes gums, and try to see how it is performing, and then take a call whether this something that you would like to continue or not. But before that, the most foundation thing that everyone has to do is understand the mind, how your mind is associated with smoking. If you are not clear, if you do not have the foundational knowledge, I feel that in my experience, your quitting journey is going to be difficult, because it all starts in your mind and it stops in your mind as well. That's a human journey, because no other species have this benefit that they can actually analyze things, and mind is the tool for that. But if you're not using it wisely, then whatever you do, you're going to find it difficult to succeed. So my suggestion for everyone who's walking or who's starting or who's going to start their smoke-free journey is to understand how your mind performs, then get into this, or else your initial attempts will be a failure, and then you will feel bad that I've invested so much of money, time and effort in this, and every time when I do it, I experience failure. That's why I am a failure. My life is a failure. It creates a ripple effect that you identify yourself with the cigarette, and then when you want to quit smoking, you identify your failures with the cigarette. It has to do nothing. Nothing, to be honest with you, it has to do nothing. It is just a conditioning that you've been carrying it for so many years. So, my dear friends, if you feel this podcast or video is adding value in your life, if you are able to understand the basics of smoke-free journey, hit me a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and wherever you are listening it on, you might be listening on Facebook, maybe Anchor, maybe YouTube, wherever you are, please give me a like or a subscribe if you find any value. I will be uploading more and more videos about this topic so that you will come to know how to have a strong background, how to have a strong foundation. Always remember, if you want to learn mathematics, you need to know the basics. If you do not know the basics, you cannot decode the advanced problems. So, it starts from basics. Thank you very much for listening to my podcast, and have a great day, night, time, wherever you are ahead. Thank you.